welcome back to the Elijah Way. This is episode, I believe, 7 or 8. But yeah, welcome back. Um, this is about to be a good show today for you guys. Show episode. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to cover, and yeah, it's gonna be a good show. Alrighty. So, first things first. We're starting right with NBA today. NBA talk, whatever. Not trying to get copyrighted like New Avengers. But yeah. Back with the NBA talk. Um, yeah, this has been a fun playoffs this year. We got the Thunder and the Nuggets still kicking in, thriving. The Warriors and the Timberwolves, Cavs and Pacers, and Knicks and Celtics. That is all that is left with the playoffs. Now, mind you, these playoffs started like 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, and by far it's been a pretty cool like playoffs so far. You got LeBron kind of taking out first round, Giannis and him out. Um, the Clippers got put out, and then Grizzlies got swept. But yeah, these final like 8 teams, I think it's gonna be a nice little finish and finale going to the East and West conference finals. So yeah, it's just gonna be something to look forward to because man, like I really enjoyed this Warriors and Rockets series. Now, mind you, this took a lot out of the Warriors, dude. Like they went game 7 with these dogs, bro. Like, and honestly, I'm just kind of happy they were able to make it out of it because man, it was it was a tough game 7. Not gonna lie to you, and honestly, I'm just super excited that they were able to kind of make it through because I was worried for a sec. Not gonna lie. Hold on, excuse. There we go. Yeah, Buddy Hill was coming up clutch. What? That's crazy. These dudes was crying, talking all that mess, but crying at the end. Just crazy. Let's see. Yeah, this was kind of like the third quarter right here, and they were kind of keeping it in a close game. And honestly, like that was his only good shot, Jalen Green, which is crazy because he might get traded this offseason. Not gonna lie, that is wet. Over Eason too, which his mom was like talking a lot of like crap online, which is it's just kind of crazy. Like let your son play, man. Like don't cast the check for him. Oh, I thought might have gotten a travel on that, but still got it done. Ugh. Hey, next year, I think the Warriors should definitely go after Steven Adams. I think that would be a good pick up for them for like offensive rebounds. And then with Jimmy on the team, like Jimmy Butler, huge addition to like the way the Warriors play. His IQ is so like good of like reading plays and different situations. And like, this is what I'm hoping with Kaminga. He can do something like that, bro. Like, cause I'm gonna show y'all in this next clip. After this one, wow, that was a crazy three. But Kaminga, I see flashes of where he can get good, and it's just like, dude, like, just lock in, bro. Like, cause if he like elevates, they can really be like a championship team, like for real. What? But it's just kind of crazy just to see like the Warriors kind of cooking up another team. And if Buddy Hill keeps shooting like this, it's raps. It's raps. I'm not gonna lie too. It's just raps if he keeps shooting like that. But especially throughout this whole series with the Rockets, they definitely just had like, excuse me, my bad on that. Yeah, yeah, with the Warriors, well, in the Rockets, they just only had like one or two guys that can really like do anything. So, but they didn't really have like something focused. So it was just kind of weird just to see, and like that was the final killer. When Jalen Green not showing up and doing Jalen Green things is it's definitely not gonna be a winning formula for them. Look at that. That was like his only 3 point attempt throughout the whole series. Yeah, they are. That man over there crying. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I mean, good series by them. They still kind of pushed it to 7 and made like the Warriors kind of work for it, which was, in a sense, what their job was. At least they kind of got it to 7 and they had a chance. But to be honest, I think the Warriors kind of blew it, like Game 5, Game 6, which it's it's just like, dang, they could have kind of save some rest. But this team, they can be really good and then really bad with their decisions when they like not locked in. So, but yes, the Warriors definitely beat the Houston Rockets in their game 7. And then yeah, so that was the end of the first round. We was just kind of waiting on the Warriors to kind of do what they do and see if they can, get to the next round. What eventually they did, but now with the other teams, OKC was also waiting on the Nuggets, which the Nuggets just beat the Clippers in a game 7 as well, which James Harden didn't show up again. Would show you guys that, but we don't want to see another choke job from James Harden. Like, bro is good in the regular season, and then when the playoffs come, nowhere to be found. When the world needed him most, he vanished. But yeah, in the East, Pacers beat who did the Pacers beat in the East? Oh, they beat the Bucks. I mean, Damian Lillard was hurt. It was just really Giannis. And then Celtics, they beat the Magic. The Cavs beat the Heat, and then the Knicks beat the Pistons, which I wanted to share and talk about the Pistons a little bit because I know they're out of the playoffs, which it sucks, but I am just happy that they were able to get one game. I know rooting for one game is, oh yeah, they only won one game, but I just wish, next year we can get to the second round. That's all I'm really hoping for with the Pistons. Baby steps. No need to like go win it all right now. So, but good season, Pistons. Pistons come back next season better. Um, Now we're getting off to the second round. There's a stat going around with all of the away teams. They ended up winning all of their games. So, it's kind of weird of like the flow of the playoffs and how everything is going. Um, it's really good playoffs when we were really thinking about it. Just because if all the away teams are able to like win, then we know we got some good playoffs. But did want to play a little bit of last night's game, which unfortunately Steph Curry is hurt, which is not a good thing for the Warriors. But I always say like the Warriors is kind of a better defensive team without Curry because sometimes on the other team they haunt him on defense, which he's still a good defender, but like if he's our best offensive player, then you want him to not use a lot of like energy on defense. But it's weird because like even with Brandon Pajimski, I feel like he's a better defender, like than like his offensive self. But like yeah, I just think the Warriors is a good defensive team, and I think that was the reason why like they were able to steal this game from the Timberwolves. Yeah. Before Curry went out, I ain't gonna lie, this man was cooking them. He was going crazy. All the shots that he had and everything that he was in the like just getting off, he had his way with. And like in the Rockets series, they were on him from the jump, bro. It was just kind of crazy. But yeah, like literally as you see, look, oh, that passing is crazy. Yeah, this was a fun game. But uh, come on, dude. Yeah, this was definitely a fun game. Alrighty. Yeah, he made that three. Yeah, right when Steph went down, bro. Just kind of see, and I was reading some of social media yesterday. I was like, oh, like the fans are going nuts. Oh yeah, I think if not, I think that's when he like tweaked it right there. Mm. Then again, like I read a stat too that this man ran. That was another one when I feel like he did it. Yeah, this man ran 2 miles in that game 7. Yeah, I think his hammy is definitely hurt. Mm, that's great defense. Yeah, I could tell. Look how he moving. He just kind of moving crazy. Hey, Draymond was shooting that boy. He was shooting the blood off of it. Yeah, that was the savior of this game because literally right as he goes down, you kind of literally right as Curry go down, you kind of see all the Warriors just kind of step it up just a tad. Now it's crazy because they ended up going like on a 20 lead, like 20-point lead on them, and look at that, just Draymond pulling. That's crazy. But the thing is Rudy. Rudy Gobert, he's like a terrible like defender, bro. And this man is defensive player of the year. Like the Timberwolves, like they kind of, I ain't gonna lie, they kind of sold this game a little bit. Look at that, they're shooting 0 for 15. Like, come on, nice. Hey, McDaniel's is a good piece. I'm not gonna lie to you. Nice. That was my X factor going into this series was Nas Reed. I was so scared of what this man was gonna do against this team, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. That man, that Nas Reed is a killer. And the most surprising thing is low key is Anthony Edwards only putting up 1 point in the first quarter or the first half, I should say. Look at that, Nas Reed. Expecting him to be more aggressive game two. Oof, that ball movement is crazy. But but yes, expect Nas Reed to be way more aggressive. Game two. Ooh, I don't know, man. So the injury was Curry's left hamstring. Is day to day. It's kind of like a strain, but I don't know. I think what the Warriors should do. I think they play game two Thursday. I think what they should do is rest him game two, and if they still game two, I would even consider resting him game three and bring him back game four because if you win another one out of these next two, there's no need to bring him back, especially if he can get some rest and then come back like naturally because it's really like holding out until he gets better because you already know as soon as when he gets back in the mix, it's raps. It's raps when he gets back in the mix. I'm not even gonna lie, but yeah, like and just watching the Timberwolves too, I feel like their only like legit threats is Anthony Edwards and then like Nas Reed. That's the only people I feel like can have an impact. If Julius Randle start knocking down shots, maybe, and then Jaden McDaniels, but I feel like we do have some good defenders, as in Moody, Hield, even throw Kaminga in there with uh, Butler and Gary, and then Draymond Green. Yeah, like I definitely think they can guard them up, and then I feel like that's really what they need to do these next kind of two games because their defense is gonna help them. Like they ain't gonna have the offense, but it's just the defense that's where they gotta focus on. So yeah, look at that. What I was scared for my life when he made that three. Buddy Hill was definitely making some crucial threes. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And honestly, oof, the handle is crazy. Yeah, Anthony Edwards is definitely not gonna have a game that he. Yeah, that was a good game for the Warriors. I definitely could see them getting another game out of the Timberwolves. I definitely see it. And just to recap, Denver also won. Let me show you guys that. That was kind of crazy. Denver also won off a kind of a crazy finish. Excuse me, guys. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Denver came to play on OKC. Not gonna lie. Let's see. Yeah, the Jokic and company don't count them out. They're definitely a team that won a championship not too long ago. Low. Yeah, because I'm not mistaken, OKC kind of was comfortable and they kind of had the lead for this game, and Denver kind of brought their word back, just like a championship team that they are, because they definitely still have the core. But I think OKC really blew it here because I don't know. I think Jokic just gonna be a problem for them, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's just he's big and Chet ain't gonna do it for him. Be honest. Yeah, and I think they just kind of falling here. My bad. Let's see. I think they fouled here again. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and Buddy missed two key free throws right here. What we doing, Chat? Where you at? Dang, tragic. It's kind of tragic. Oh yeah, look at this. So they just gave up a empty. Look at that. Missed two free throws and then what? That's the game. Like imagine being up all game and then they just come back and do that on you. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's kind of crazy when you think about it. And same thing here with this game. Now, mind you, Indiana is already winning. Darius Garland is not in the game, but it's it's not looking good for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It is not. Like they also had the lead as well. I'm just confused. And then the crazy stat line for me is Donovan Mitchell scoring 38 and 40 and they still lost in game 1 and game 2 which is it's crazy. It's crazy. As a Cavs fan, I would think that we're going to win this game. Oh, and he get the rebound. But Mitchell should have made that fruit though. Wow. Halliburton. It's kind of crazy. Jared Allen, you supposed to be a good defender. That man just brushed past you crazy. But 4 point game, a minute left. It's still a game. Like, especially after he makes that shot. Dang. Nice three. Like, This is crazy. They're still up a minute too. Just man, it look like Winter Soldier, Bucky on the court. Literally, Halliburton just kind of keep getting to the move, keep getting to the spot, beating every person. It's just wild to me. I'm not gonna lie to you, it is. It's kind of wild. Man, dudes just kind of pass the ball, keep passing. They fouled. I still don't understand. Did he miss more free throws? He made that one. Look at that stat line 47. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. And they still didn't win this game. That is crazy to me, man. Yeah, that is super crazy. Made both free throws. Is he about to hit a three? It's still he doing the same thing. Oh, he might have been out. He got a foul. That's whack. I'm assuming he makes both of those. It's kind of crazy. I'm assuming he makes both of those. So it's a 5 point game. What? Offensive foul? Oh, he looks hurt. I don't agree. That man was trying to run. I don't know. This looks a little sketchy. But they still had a 5 point lead. Like, look at this. What the heck, dude? Travel. Okay. 3 point lead. Okay. What y'all gonna do? This is crazy. Turnover. Wow. Come on, Winter Soldier. Ty Jerome. Can I have this dance real fast? Ugh. You just beating people. They calling them. That's whack, bro. I guess. That's so whack. And he missed and got the rebound. That's crazy. That 3 point shot so nasty. Oh man, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the refs kind of helped them a little bit. Those fouls were definitely questionable in the end, and Cleveland should have won this game. That's all I will say. But that is NBA talk with Romello. See y'all next time on the next episode. Alrighty, welcome back. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the Thunderbolts, and I just recently seen this movie, and I wanted to give a little rating for it. And say first of all, good job by Marvel and them kind of bringing this team of kind of misfits together and kind of doing justice to most of their previous movies that they had. And yeah, I just thought that watching it definitely had like a certain feel to it, and just watching it and being like engaged and paying attention to the little scenes, and the acting was really like good. Like it really held. And yeah, like this movie, it does it for me. I had it originally at an 8.5, but I think I'm going to put it to a 9. A 9 out of 10, just because I really enjoyed it and I thought it was good. Um, Post credit scenes were awesome. It played really well to Captain America and Brave New World. Um, yeah, I, I don't know. Like the trajectory of Marvel, I don't really see where they're going, but I do because it's kind of like an Infinity War build up with 4 teams. Just kind of seeing what Deadpool, Marvels, then Captain America, and then now the Thunderbolts, which is the new Avengers, and now you're seeing the conflict with New Avengers and Sam's OG Avengers, because it's gonna get crazy. Because here's my speculation: I feel how it's gonna go is with Sam's Avengers, they're gonna connect with the X-Men, which is Monica, because I believe Captain Marvel would be on that team, and they're looking for Monica, and I think Monica is going to be the link to the X-Men universe, which along with Deadpool, because that's also coming along, and then with the Thunderbolts in their team, it's kind of going to connect the Fantastic Four, which that's what I'm assuming, and that's where it's kind of going. And then, yeah, like the X Factors here is Doctor Doom and I believe Doctor Strange. I would like to see where their role in everything is going to be. And then also Scarlet Witch, is she dead or is she's coming back? Like there's a lot of questions to be answered, but definitely looking forward to the future in these next few movies because I really enjoyed Thunderbolts and thought it was a really good movie. And yeah, definitely give it a 9 out of 10 and definitely recommend you guys watching it. Yeah, so that was today's episode of The Elijah Way. Remember, new episodes streaming Thursdays. And yeah, remember if you're having a bad day, just tune in to The Elijah Way because we'll be here with new content. Let's go.